Public comments pursuant to the Code of the Township of Cranford, Article 1, Section 72-4. Persons addressing the Township Committee shall be allowed a maximum of 5 minutes for their presentations. Please come forward to the microphone, state your name and address for the record so that the clerk can keep our records. Thank you. Mr. Thilly, I started your time.
How was everyone's weekend? Good? Anyone go anywhere fun? I got back, I went to Mexico. But not, I just went to visit some family in Monterey.
This is Will Thilly, a town council candidate who does stuff like this to draw attention.
Anyone here afraid of flying? Anyone? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess did you know I can do the backspin? Anybody? You want to see me do the backspin? No? You want to do? You know, like the backspin? I'm going to do the backspin. Can I do it up here? I'm going to do the backspin. Watch this.
Fortunately for him, this time it worked, as this story has been picked up by mainstream outlets.
Well, why did our taxes go up so much? We were told the referendum was going to bring it up for an average household about $400, I think. And mine went up like $900. And I think we were told like that was from the schools or something. But the school referendum said it would only go up, like I said, $400 on an average assessed home. So, wanted to know why it went up, if it did, much more than that. And, what extra expenses were incurred by the schools that weren't told to the public when we voted on that referendum. Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Thilly. I like the interpretive dance.
This is certainly one way of mocking legislators who want to screw you over. Here's another.
Chad Kroger.
What up? Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
What up, Council? My name is Chad Kroger. I come to you with a big request. I love the Vans Off the Wall skate park here in Huntington, and I frequently go there to rip on my scooter with JT.
What up?
Yeah, so we love to scoot at the park, but lately our enthusiasm has taken a hit. Some of the regulars at the park have turned on me and JT. These two 8th graders, Brady and Taryn, and sometimes their older brother DJ, call us handlebar jockeys and P words.
We've asked them to stop, and they won't.
Yeah, and we don't feel like anyone should be prejudiced against for what they choose to ride. It's unchill and frankly un-American. These Groms have really messed with my confidence as a rider too. So, since these kids won't listen to us, we think we know someone they will listen to. Former UFC light heavyweight champion and current Huntington Beach City Council member, Tito Ortiz.
Thus, we introduce Chad and JT.
You're the Huntington Beach bad boy. These Groms are on your turf, so technically they're under your jurisdiction.
Yeah, and we would greatly appreciate it if you'd come down to the park and rectify this sitch.
We know the council has given you a lot of flack for not wearing a mask, but we have not forgotten that you have a super important skill set. We don't want you to ragdoll these 8th graders like they're Ken Shamrock, but we would like you to at least pose the threat of violence until they back off.
House parties were the bedrock of my development as a young man in San Clemente. My first introduction to manhood came when the captain of my water polo team, Boomer Kingsley, asked me to shotgun a tall can of Bud Light in front of the whole squad at his end of the season bash.
Chad Kroger and JT Parr, the house party enthusiast pros. Chad, you got some nice little flow going, but JT, you look like a chia pet.
Thank you. Oh, Jesse. Oh, dude. That was a savage burn, dude. And on TV, dog.
Then we brought up taxes being increased within the populace. The referendum per local12.com would raise each household by $400. He claims his taxes were raised by nearly $1,000.
Thank you, Mayor. Will Thilly. Oh boy, it's hot out today, huh? I had to redo the shed. I have a shed roof that was getting old. It had a leak, so I had to put all new shingles on it. And I had to take the shingles off, the old shingles off first. And there was a bunch of ants, and their eggs and stuff underneath my shingles. So I got a sunburn on my neck here, like doing all that. Anyone here ever been to Myrtle Beach?
Via The Guardian. At some town hall meetings, he urges wealthy developers to pay their own taxes rather than shifting the burden to residents. In others, he encourages residents to be friends with each other, and sometimes he stands at the podium saying nothing at all.
Yep, yeah, so I can start as soon as I get here. Understand. Thank you.
On his campaign website, he says, I want to be elected to stop the resident-funded overdevelopment of Cranford. Our township meetings need to be getting residents what they want by offering clear answers to their questions, encouraging open discussion and dialogue, and ultimately working together for consensus and compromise. I will lead this effort.
Thank you, everyone. I'm running for office as an independent candidate for the Township Committee. And a lot of the issues that we talk about in town, boil down to financial issues, how money's spent or, if we're losing money. But The biggest issue to me, and why I actually run for office is, I really believe that the only problem between everyone and everything getting resolved is that we need to like each other. We really need to learn to all be friends. It's tough when we all have different personalities, but if we are resistant to all being friends, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. Either we all come together and find a way to like each other, or we all lose and we'll never, get anywhere.
The dance was basically improv, decided almost on the spot. The main goal is to have our local government lighten up and look at the residents as friends and equals. The division and lack of community decision-making is what seems to be our biggest problem. Not to mention people are overly stressed and taking stuff too seriously and are not feeling free to speak and express themselves as they might wish.